birthday.
Thanks. The birthday of my sister as well. So I would like to say happy birthday to my sister Roxanne.
Happy birthday, Roxanne.
Happy birthday, Roxanne.
And thank you for having me. It's really moving for me to see it again because we make it with for a while actually. It was in 2016. Okay. So it's like I'm kind of overwhelmed, but very happy that you give us this opportunity to show it again.
We're very glad that we could show it, and wow, I mean, every time I look at it, it's beautiful. So well done on making this masterpiece.
Definitely a very, very visually striking film. Takes you through loads of different emotions, asking loads of questions, and just like all the different tone shifts in it was dope, man. Fairooz, you got some cool friends, man.
Do you want to tell us a little bit more about the collective behind this and how it all came together?
Yes, so I like that you use the word collective because definitely, making films is collective, but at the end we usually only hear the name of the director. So this is definitely collective. So Maud is the co-director. She had like this vision. We use they and she. They had this vision and kind of nightmares. So we used to be flatmates in Montreal. I'm French, but I used to live in Montreal. And they were calling me and say, okay, I have this vision, we need to do a film about it. And I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And then we created this collective in Montreal, but we were sure, because I was based in Berlin, that we wanted to do it in Berlin. We wanted to have this kind of queer festival. And then, because the shooting was a queer festival, it was like 11 days, workshop, people getting together, people falling in love. It was like really intense. And so the collective was only women, trans and non-binary people, so no cis men. It was something that we wanted to, because in this industry, it's really a lot of cis men, right? White cis men. So we decided to do it in this way, and a lot of black people, POC. It was very important for us, so we created, and then we decided to do it collectively, even though it's hard, because you say, okay, collectively, but at the end you have your ID. It's hard, as a director to let go and to let the others have the choices. So, but yeah, it was definitely collective. It was your question, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, brilliant. And you've already screened this at a couple of different film festivals, right? Yeah. So what was the reception?
Very good in general, yeah. Most of the festival were like queer, trans film festival, or the queer film in LA as well. But usually people, I think, like it, I guess. They don't say that they don't like it in front of me, so I don't know. But I guess it's something a bit different. There's something, I guess, yeah.
I was really impressed by just the overall filmmaking and just the tensions that I brought up with this film, especially the glass coming out of their mouths, right? That was like, whoa. And it just felt really profound. Could you maybe explain a bit more about that?
Yeah, thank you for this question. It was very important for us. We had this vision of the glass, and we actually asked all the actors what the glass means for you, and everybody had different answers. But I can tell you mine is connected to our memories and our wounds, our trauma, actually. So it's all together. What can we do with all this trauma that we carry, all these wounds? And then, we are kind of broken inside, and we created this piece. So this film is part of it. It was about that. All the workshops that we did together, all the work and the discussion that we had, Maud and I, were connected to that. It was healing. Healing is definitely something very important for us. So I'm myself an holistic healer, actually, and healing is my life. And so healing my community, myself, my friends. So it was about that. You see the scene when there's the two friends and they are healing each other, they're touching. It's about that. And the glass is the trauma. The glass is the wound that we all carry. And so, yeah, I would say, it's my answer. I don't think that all the actors are the same answer, but yeah. Definitely for me it's that, yeah.
And the process of directing, making that film, it was so much a collective process, right?
Definitely.
So, one person came up with an idea, other people had different things, and you're looking for multiple ways of telling everybody's story effectively.
Completely. We have different skills. For instance, me, I don't have technical skills.
Yeah.
So some people have a vision. Me, I'm really good with the actors, for instance. I have the feeling and the energy and the vibe of the scene. Then Ariane was doing the director of photography. So we're like always three of us, kind of always dealing with all of that. So it was good because, again, I think it's not that nice when it's only one person who direct. So we're like three of us, and we are like almost a telepathic way to talk to each other, and everything was kind of magical. Even, it was synchronicity. It's what I call synchronicity. When you're here and you're like, okay, it's happening. I even don't do anything. It's happening in front of me. So it's like that.
It's great when you find sort of a group of people and you get on the same wavelength, even if it's just for one project. When you get on that same wavelength, things just go so much smoother, you know? It's like there's an understanding there, especially in creating something, you know, whether that be music, whether that be filmmaking. Was the name was Maud Matten? Maud, and that was the co-director of it, right? Yeah, it was great to see just a collective effort and just that space as well. Like, talk to me about that space and how you got it.
So Maud was based in Montreal, as I said. So we needed to make Maud come here. So we managed to have like a residency in our district. So it's 10 minutes from here. It's a former factory. And so they managed, and
was it a Nazi factory?
There's a lot of factories here.
Everything's a former something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Berlin. So it's just there, over there. It's like a former factory. So they managed to have like a residency. So when I say everything was kind of synchronicity, magical, it just happened. So then they were able to use the space. So we had 11 days to do the shooting there. And some of the shooting we did near a lake, but most of it was inside because part of the film is definitely the space. Yeah. The space is very spooky. It's so scary. I didn't want to be alone there. I was like, wow. But it's all the atmosphere of the film is actually thanks to this former factory.
Definitely. It also made me think, I don't know what your limitations are. That film looked like it had an amazing budget, I'm just going to say. But I got the sense that you guys used every resource you could to make the most out of all the different space. Like, it's sci-fi. It looks like a solid sci-fi film, especially the way you use the string in the healing room and just all of those different shots. Was it expensive to make?
Thank you. I wouldn't say exactly the budget, but it was very low budget. Very low.
Doesn't look it.
Thank you.
This is how we do it.
Yeah, it was super do it yourself and do it together. It was the point. But no, it was not a big budget.
One of my good friends, Jumoke. How do I say her funky name? It's like Jumoke Mokianju. Yeah, she said she was watching online and she was like, "Oh my days, SJ, this is amazing." So, you know, it's well done, and you're making more films, right?
Yes. So basically I do more theater. So my last play was the beginning of our endless love. It's like this play when you understand the beginning of humanity and the end of humanity, and between there's like some things happening.
So you like these grand
it's
narratives.
my thing, like parallel worlds, that kind of things, but in a more kind of optimistic way, because my friends have a very pessimistic way to see the world. They say it's the apocalypse, we will all die, and me, I'm like, no, I don't think so. We're going somewhere, and so I'm almost the only optimistic person that I know, so I need to show my optimism with my films and theater.
Yeah, I hear that. I got a sense of it, even in this film. Yeah, because to be honest, there was still something dready about the singing at the end, but I could tell it was almost like we want to induce an alternative way of looking at this chaos. And I thought it was really smart filmmaking, man. Well done. I say well done like you ain't a badass. You a badass. You awesome.
The collective. The collective.
Yeah, the collective.
And Maud.
And you see humility. I like this.
Yeah, but it's a really important topic. I didn't really make that connection with the glass, but now that you say it, it totally makes sense. So it's amazing, and I really love how visually it kind of draws in. Like it's almost kind of kinky. Like there's all these little kind of references and parallels that you draw on, which is beautiful, really well made, and really well put together. So well done again.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you
joining
so
us.
much.